Hello everyone and welcome once again to MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. I am your host, your host, and as usual in the ghost mode, Mohit Jain. Today we would be taking up a few interesting questions which were asked on Metal platform during ATOS SYNTEL drive this season. And you can expect these kind of questions if you are writing on Metal platform or as ATOS SYNTEL this season. So you know the drill. Pause the session, try to solve it yourself, and then look out for the solution. On this note, let's start now. So the first one of second part is on your screen. Give it a try. Time and work, classical concept of efficiencies and day work. B works 4 times as much as A in the same time. That means if A produces 1 unit, then B will produce 4 units in that given time. And C work 3/4 times as much as B. 3/4 of 4 would be 3. That means B is producing 3 units. This is the work. Then what will be the time ratio? Work ratio is 1:4:3. Then time taken ratio is inverse ratio of 1:4:3. So that would be height 1 multiply the rest, height 4 multiply the rest, and height 3 multiply the rest. So time taken ratio would be 12x by A, 3x by B, and 4x by C. Now A and B together will take, together formula we know, together formula is product by sum. So A and B together will take 12 into 3, 36x square, by sum is 15x. 20 days more than what B and C together take. B and C together is taking 4 into 3, 12x square by 7x. If we solve this, we can find the value of x. So let us cancel this. So 3, 12, 3, 5. 12x by 5 minus 12x by 7 is equals to 20. So 12x into 7 minus 5, 2 upon 35 is 20. So what we have, x equals to 350 by 12. Okay, let it be. Now then in how many days will B and C working together will complete the work? So B and C, that means they are looking out for this value, 12x square by 7x. That means we need 12x by 7. So 12x by 7 would be x into 12 by 7. And it is 50. That means B and C together will take 50 days to complete the work. Option B is the pick. One more from average, please give it a try. The average of n consecutive odd multiples of 3, starting with 3 is 450. And these are odd multiples of 3, that means this series is an AP. And we know the rule for AP that average is nothing but the central value. So if average is 450, which is like 1/50th multiple of 3. And odd multiples of 3 we are looking out for. So the series is going like 3, then we will have 9, then not 12, then 15. So we just need to identify that this is not the 1/50th multiple of 3, but not 1/50th element of this series. What is 450 as far as this particular series is concerned? Now again, this is odd multiple. That means 450 cannot be the member of this particular series. It has to be, if we reduce it by 3, 447. And then it would be 453. So if this is L, this is A, first term and last term. Common difference of this series is D. Then number of terms till 447 would be L minus A by D plus 1. That would be 444 by 6 plus 1. Then it is 2 times 3, 2 times 2, 2, 2, 3, 7 and 4. That means 75. This is the 75th term. So if 450 is the average, that means in this particular series we have got 75 plus 75, that means 150 terms. The average of 150 consecutive odd multiples of 3 starting with 3 is 450. Now this statement is valid. The value of n is 150. Now the question is, find the average of consecutive natural number. In case of consecutive natural number, average is simply first number plus last number divided by 2. Starting with n plus 2 till 2n. So average would be n plus 2 plus 2n by 2. So that would be 3n plus 2 by 2. So that is simply 3 into 150 by 2 plus 1. That is 75 into 3, 225 plus 1, 226. So average of all natural numbers from n plus 2 to 2n is 226. Option D is the pick. Next one, a classical take on simple interest. Read and give it a try. In an investment, payments were made at 4% per annum for the first 6 months. Okay. Then 8% per annum for the next 1.5 years. And 12% thereafter. All under simple interest. If a person invested some money in the above plan for 5 years, that means half year gone, 1.5, that means 2 years gone. For 3 years, he would be getting 12%. What is the effective rate of interest he get annually? This is nothing but weighted average of this particular frequency chart, where this is x and this is f. 4 into half is 2. 8 into 1.5 is 12. 12 into 3 is 36. That means total 30, 40, 50. 50% is the return in 5 years. So what is the effective rate of interest? 50 by 5, that is 10% per annum. Option B is the pick. The average of 7 consecutive odd numbers is 43. Again, as said, average is always the middle value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means average is the fourth value from the left or fourth value from the right. What is the difference between the largest and the smallest number? This is the largest number, this is the smallest number. And now these are the consecutive odd numbers. That means here the difference is of 2, then difference is of 4, and here the difference is of 6. So this number is 43 minus 6. This is 43 plus 2, plus 4, and plus 6. That means L is 43 plus 6. So this distance between smallest and largest number is from minus 6 to plus 6, that is 12. Difference between largest and the smallest number is 12. Option B. Next one on your screen, give it a try. A set is composed of two sets A and B, and the number of terms in A and B are in the ratio 5:3. So suppose in set A we have got 5 element, in B we have got 3 element. The average of set B is 20% less than the average of set A. Suppose average of set A is 10, then average of set B is 20% less, that is 8. If each term of set A are doubled, that means now in set A, value of each term was 1 if we take initially. So now actually there becomes 10 members in the set. And each term of B are made 5 by 4 times the original term. Okay, so initially if the value was 1, now it becomes 1.25. So 3 into 1.25, it becomes 3.75. Then approximately by what percent does the average exceed of X? Average of X exceeds its original average. Okay. So here, if it was still 10 and 8, because we have increased these value, initial average was 50 and this was like how much? 24. That was 84 by 8. That is 10.5. Now the new average here become 100 and 24 plus 3 by 4 into 8, 6. This is 30. This is 130 by number of people are still 8. So average is 130 by 8. So approximately by what percent does current average exceed the original average? 130 by 8 minus 84 by 8 divided by 84 by 8 into 100. That is what they are looking out for. So it is 46 by 84 into 100. And it is just more than 50%. It has to be 55%. Let's do this. A man purchased 4 types of rice, P, Q, R, S. The average price per kg of the rice varieties are 60 per kg, 65 per kg, 70 per kg and 80 per kg. What is the maximum quantity of rice of type S if the man purchased total 40 kg and the average price per kg of the total rice is 70? 70 into 40 is 2800 is the overall cost of whatever quantity purchased. Assume that the man purchased at least 1 kg of each type and the man always buys rice in integer kilogram quantities. Okay, if I take 16, then 16 into 80 is 1280. Balance for these three, we have 2800 minus 1280. That means balance is for 24 kgs of PQR. We have 1520. So average here comes round to be 1520 by 24. That is 63 1 by 3. So now we are just checking that 60, 65, 70 if are mixed in what ratio that we can get 63 1 by 3 as their average. Okay, 60 is less than 63, 65 is more than. We can have this group. You can go through rule 6, snakes and ladders process, which we are following. 3 1 by 3, 10 by 3, and this will be 1 2 by 3. 3 plus 2 5, 5 by 3. Here also we will have 10 by 3, and here is 6 2 by 3, 18 20 by 3. So if I multiply all by 3s, I am getting parts 5 10 and 20 here 10. So the first basic ratio which we are getting is 25 10 10, that is 5:2:2. We can't divide 24 into 5:2:2 because this total is 9. This is 24 kg. Let me double this up. This is 10, this is 20, then we have got 30 20 10. Okay, bingo. 3:2:1. We can use PQR in the ratio of 3:2:1. 24 by 6 is 4. That means this is 12 kg and the Q is 8 kgs. R is 4 kg and S is 16 kgs. So 720, 130, 560, 280. Your total is 7 7 14, 15 15. This is 520. Okay, it's matching. 16 kilogram. And if we take this as 18, this average would be less than 60. If you take 19, 24, average of the remaining would be less than 60. Then obviously the average of 3 people cannot be less than 60 or more than 70. So the maximum quantity of S that they can purchase is 16 kg. Okay, from proportion A is to 7, that is A by 7 is equals to 2B by 5 is equals to A plus 4B by K. So if we take this as in proportion, I can multiply this by 2 and this by 2 also, then also that will be in proportion. That means A by 7 is equals to 4B by 10. And this should be equals to sum of numerator divided by sum of denominator. So if this is compared with the third portion, K is equals to 17. Take on Venn diagram set theory once again. At a school, every student play volleyball, cricket or both sports. 80% of the students play only one sport. Okay, only one sport. Means this A, B. A plus B is 80% of the student. That means this portion common to all is 0.2x. That is 20% of the students. And there are 119 students who play volleyball. Okay. If 50% of the students play only volleyball, so only volleyball is this portion, that is 0.5x. Now according to the condition given, 119 students play volleyball. The number of students playing volleyball is 0.7x, which is 119. Now the question is, find how many students play only cricket. So if this is 0.5, this is 0.2, only cricket, this portion should be 0.3x. So if 0.7x is 119, how much is 0.3x? That is 119 by 7 into 3. 7 times 1 and then 49 is 17. 17 into 3 is 51. 51 students play only cricket. Option C is the pick. Among 40 employees in an office, 1/3 of the men own a car. We have men, women, then car, no car. 50% of the employees who own a car are men. 25% of the employees are women. So let it be 25 and number of men are 75. Now, shall we read it again? 75% it is given. Then why to take 75? Number of men are 75% of 40, that is 30, and number of women are 10. 1/3 of a man own a car. 1/3 of 30 is 10. No car 20. 50% of the employees who own a car are men. That means total employees who own car are 20. So number of women who own cars are 10. Then how many employees are women who do not own a car? 0 women do not own a car. It is 0%. Option A. Interesting take on simple interest and compound interest. A man invested for 10 years at simple interest amounts to 11 times the initial value. That means you have invested 1 rupee. In 10 years, you are getting 11 rupees return. That means you are earning 10 rupees in 10 years. That means every year you are earning 1 rupee. You have invested 1 rupee and every year you are earning 1 rupee. That means simple interest return is 100% per annum. Every year you are getting 100% return. That is the interest rate. Had it been invested at compound interest, after how many years would it have become 16 times the initial value? In compound interest, if you are getting 100% return every year, that means every year your investment doubles of the previous year. You are investing 1. After 1 year it will become 2. After 1 more year it will become 4. After 1 more year it will become double of 4, that is 8. After 1 more year it will become 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4 years it will become 16 times the initial value. Option C is the pick. One more take on time and work question. Please give it a try. Let's see this. A, B and C finish a piece of work in 10 days, 15 days and 20 days respectively if they are working alone. A and B started working together. A left after working for some days. Okay, suppose A worked for X days. B also works for X days. Then C joined B and they worked together for 3 days. That means B worked for X plus 3 days and C worked for 3 days. But B left the work 3 days before completion of the work. That means C worked for more 3 days. C. X leave the work. A leave the work after X days till the time B was working. They B and C together work for 3 more days and then B left. That means B worked for X plus 3 days. C works for those 3 days and B left 3 days before completion. That means it takes another 3 more days for C to complete the work. Now these are the days. So if we use day, life, fraction, then work done by A in X days is X by 10 plus work done by B in X plus 3 days is X plus 3 by 15 plus work done by C in 6 days is 6 by 20, and this should be equals to total work done, that is 1. 6 by 20, 1 minus 6 by 20 is 14 by 20, that is 7 by 10. So here if LCM is 10 into 15, let it be 15x plus 10x plus 30 equals to 7 by 10, then 25x equals 70, 35, that would be 75 minus 30. X is equals to 3. Question is, in how many days work will be finished? Great. A works for 3 days and then B works for 3 more days and then C works for 3 more days. Total time taken is 9 days. A works for 3 days, B works for 3 plus 3 is 3 days and C again for 3 plus 3. He worked for 6 days, but the total time taken to complete the work is 9 days. Option C is the pick. A classical and very interesting take where you need to have rule 6 in your hold. That is a butterfly diagram, mixtures. In 3 classes PQR, the boys to girl ratio is 2:3, 5:6 and 8:5 respectively. The ratio of boys to girl in P and Q is 7:9 and in Q/R taken together is 3:2. Then which of the following could be the total number of students in 3 classes? Now we need to take this one by one pairwise. If we concentrate only on boys, proportion of boys in P is 2 by 5 and proportion of boys in Q is 5 by 11. I'm using rule 6, jungle rule, all butterfly diagram to solve these kind of mixtures problem. 7:9, proportion of boys is 7 by 16. So we use this butterfly diagram, we can find the ratio of students in P and Q. 16, 32, 32 minus 35 is 3, 3 by 16 into 5, 80, and 80 minus 77 is 3 by 16 into 11. So this ratio we are getting 5:11. Number of students in, total number of students in P and Q are in the ratio 5:11. Now we need to mix Q and R in the same way. Now proportion of boys in Q is 5 by 11, proportion of boys in R is 8 by 13. And the proportion of boy in their mixture is 3 by 5. So 25 minus 33 is 8, 8 by 55. Here the distance. And here distance would be 40 minus 39, 1 by 13 into 5. So here ratio is 11:13 into 8 is 104. So ratio of number of students in Q and R is 11:104. That means ratio of number of students in PQR is 5:11:104. Total of which is 16:120. That means the option which is divisible perfectly by 120 could be the number of students, could give us the total number of students in 3 classes. So out of 4 options given, 480 is completely divisible by 120. 480 is the pick. Okay, let's see this. A man's salary comprises of basic, that is fixed, and commission. In a particular month, he got 20% less commission than in the previous month. And as a result, his total salary reduced by 5%. Okay. The commission he earned last month was what percent of the basic pay? Let the commission is X% of the basic pay, that is F. I mean, total would be F plus X into F by 100. That is F into 1 plus X by 100. This is the total salary. Now, this month, what had happened? Fixed remained fixed, but commission got reduced by 20%. 20% less commission than the previous one. Previous month commission was XF by 100. Now he have got how much? 80% of this. So that would be 8 by 10 into XF by 100. Okay. So this is F into 1 plus 8x by 1000. Now due to this, his salary reduced by 5%. That means new salary is 95% of the previous one. So we can say F into 1 plus 8x by 1000 equals 95% of the previous month's salary. If we solve this, we can find the value of X, which is what we are looking out for. This is 19, this is 20. So this will be 19 by 20 plus 19x by 2000. So 1 minus 19 by 20 is 1 by 20 equals 19x by 2000 minus 8x by 2000. If I do this, becomes 16. So this is 3x by 2000. 20, this becomes 100. So 3x is 100. X equals 100 by 3, that is 33.33. So what is X? X is the percent commission as a percent of basic pay, that is 33.33%. Option B is the pick. All good quality arithmetic question. You just need to go through the rule book once again. Rule 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Link is there in the description. Go through it. That is like life of arithmetic. Try this one. P, Q, R, S are distinct numbers, where S is the average of P and R. P, Q, R, S. If I take P as 1 and R as 2, then S is average of P and Q. Average of 1 and 2 will be 1.5. Let's make it, this is 2 and this is 4. So S will be 3. Okay, distinct. R is average of Q and S. R, 4 into 2 is 8. 8 minus 3 is 5. Fine, fair enough. This is what we are getting. All are distinct, correct. S is average of PR. P and R average is 3. S is 3. R is average of QS. Q and S is 8. R is 4. Done. Which of the following can be average of the 4 numbers? Now this is 7 and 7, 14. 14 by 4 is 3.5. But none of the number is 3.5. And none of the number would be either multiple of 0.7, no, because these are distinct numbers. So which of the following can be the average of these 4 numbers? It cannot be PQR. It is none of these. Last one for this session. Let's see what it is. And these were all quality arithmetic questions. Do pause and try to solve these questions once again. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. इतना तो हक बनता है, subscription करना चाहिए, है ना? A man decided to work overtime. the company offered to increase his daily working hours by 20%. So initially if he was working 10 hours, now he will be working for 12 hours. And increase his daily wages by 17%. Okay, so if his daily wages were rupees 100, now his daily wages would be increased by 17%, rupees 117. By what percent would his hourly wages means daily wages divided by number of hours done. Initially it was 100 by 10, that is rupees 10 per hour. So now it is 117 by 12 per hour. By what percent would this hourly wage change if we accept the offer? Okay, change is new minus old divided by old into 100. So it would be 117 minus 120, that is, it is decreasing, minus 3 by 4 into 10, minus 3 by 12, sorry. So it would be minus 10 by 4. That is 2.5% decrease. His wage rate have decreased by 2.5%. Option B is the pick. Once again, I'm offering you all rule book, that this link is there in the description. Go through it and do revise this question. Once again, these are the quality questions on Metal platform, and if you can practice this on regular basis, you would be able to solve 30 questions in 20 minutes if you are writing ATOS SYNTEL examination on Metal platform. So on this note, stay happy, stay well, and study hard, isn't it? And it's Mohit Jain signing off from MJ's Maths and Stats at MJ Magic Studio to you. I'll see you soon.